Hello and welcome back to Craven Outdoors. Today we're in Henryville, Indiana. We're in the Clark State Forest. We're at Franke Lake. We're gonna go out here and see if we can't catch some bass, so stay tuned. You're watching Craven Outdoors. Got one. Oh, touchdown. Right off, just pretty much right off the boat ramp here. Nice little bass start today. She's using a touchdown worm, purple worm. Stood right up in there real slow in that little pocket there, and he thumped it. Franke's probably one of my favorite lakes in the whole forest here, though. And then I like this one, and I like Shaw Lake back there on Brownstown Road. That's one of the, you got to walk into that lake though. But I would say this one is probably my favorite, and then Shaw Lake would be my second favorite. I like Wilcox too, which is back here by the gun range. Caught a lot of fish out of that lake too, and Bowling Lake too, over the years. I used to fish this lake a lot when I was a kid. Come up here with my mom and dad and picnic and fish and everything. Got a lot of memories of this little lake here. This lake's pretty old. I was reading on the sign over there earlier this spring. It's been here since the 30s. So it's a pretty old lake. It's been drained a couple times in my lifetime. Doing that. Oh, there's another one. Taking a little worm. Touchdowns are a great little lure to fish out of these little lakes up here. They work pretty good. Little bass. They went really far off the ramp here. I'm just working this worm real slow down these reeds. Real slow. Just throwing it up in the little pockets and little cuts, and then reline there. I've got 2 fish doing that pretty quickly. Only been out here 15 minutes. Got a little bass on a rooster tail. Not much bigger than the lure. Oh yeah. Fish these little lakes. Oh, there's another one. Whoa. I might give you one of these, Wilson. What is that? That's a nice bluegill. That's a really nice bluegill, actually. Another one. Another bluegill. First time he hit that hard. He hit that on the stop. Another bluegill. Good to see some nice sized bluegill on this lake. Another one. What we got here? Looks like a bluegill. That's a nice bluegill. Man, there's some good bluegill on this lake. I'm impressed with this. That's a really good size one there, isn't it? Wow. I'm really impressed by that. That's a nice one there. I mean, look at this big one. Another one. Little bass. Rooster tails are working pretty good this morning. Nice pretty little bass there. This has always been a good rooster tail lake. I always caught them up here. Get one up in there. Yeah, I've always caught bass up here on rooster tails. Got one. Top water bait. Poplar. Little big guy. Bass there. Caught him on a blue and like a yellow. Got a rattle in it too. This lake's got a lot of cypress trees in it too, back here in the back. Got a lot of these little lily pads on it too. So we're in the back of the lake right now. It's still got about 5 foot of water back here. Pretty good. See, all the water goes up underneath all those cypress trees up in there, but you can't get back in there. But that'd be a good spot too, get up in there, fish. There he is. Bass on poplar. Oh, I have to get my hands dirty on him. Thank you. Getting a few bites this morning out here. It's pretty good morning. I'm pleased with that. Rooster tail. Wasn't coming off, that's for sure. Bass. I like these little rooster tails this morning. I've always caught them up here on these though. That just feels like a nice fish. Caught one on a wacky rig. Bass. Caught him on a wacky rig. Caught him on a little sticko worm. Another one. Maybe I found a worm with the white work. Got another one on a wacky rig. Little bass. Wacky rig seems to be working a little bit there. It's two fish pretty quick with this thing. I wasn't getting any bites on that mother lure, so I thought, well, I'll try something I haven't tried in a while. So put a wacky rig on. That might be something they don't see often here. So when you do a wacky rig, I make this little thing here, and see it's got the O-ring on it. So what you do is you stick your worm in just like this. Grab your ring, slide it up the little tool here. Just like that. Get the worm centered perfectly. And it snaps that ring down on the worm just like that right there. Then you take your hook, you go underneath that ring, and I like to hook it through the worm too, like that. And then if you catch a fish and it throws the worm, the O-ring will catch the worm and keep it from flying off into the lake. So that's how you wig a wacky rig. I'm using the Bass Pro Shop worm. It's a sticko worm, purple color. On a wacky rig. And then let's see, look. I'll show you real quick. Caught this fish. See, the worm slid right up the hook or the line, so you just bring it back down. So if it wasn't for that O-ring, that worm would have went flying off into the lake and you would have lost it. So you just take the worm, shove it right back down on the hook, and you're back in business. Oh, that's a good one there. It feels like a nice one. Right. I ain't that big. Little bass. See that worm slide up? How that worm slid up the line there? That O-ring keeps it from falling off. If you didn't have that O-ring on there, you'd be going through worms left and right with these things. Well, I hope you liked today's video out here on Franke Lake today. If you're ever in Henryville, come to Franke Lake and come to the Clark State Forest. It's got a lot of nice little lakes in here to fish if you just got an hour or two, or you know, all day, whatever. It's just a good place to come and relax and catch a few fish. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. We call you blessed in Jesus' name. See you on the next video.